Hi everybody, welcome back to Rachel and Bella Crafts. Rachel here, I hope you're well. So today we are working on day 11, I believe, of our 100 days projects, and I want you to bring your paper strips. So whatever you've got, cut up bits of paper like this, backed or not, doesn't really matter, and we're going to be using those. Doesn't matter if it's kit pages, it doesn't matter if it's cardstock pages, doesn't matter if it's book pages, but you just need some strips of paper. All right, so obviously where they're longer than they're taller. We're going to be making some really simple pockets. I'm just going to give you a quick peek of what we're going to be doing today. So these pockets have been inspired by Julie at Camellia Crafts, because she is one of my main sources of inspiration, because I love her. And I think she did these about a year ago or so, but I will pop her link obviously down below. Make sure you please go and check out her video after you've watched this one. But basically they're just a really nice alternative, that's the word, to our kind of tuxedo fold pockets that we do. Really simple fold, but we've not only got ourselves a nice pocket at the back, but we've also got ourselves a little pocket at the front here. And then we've also got a little pocket at the front here on this one too. So you're getting 3 for the price of 1. And this one here, I've done just a little one there, and I've just popped a cluster onto the front of that one there, and then you've got obviously your tags in the back there. And then of course, all dependent on how you fix it to the page, because if you do only fix it either on 2 sides or on 3 and don't seal the top, you can always use the behind part as a tuck or a pocket as well. So always bear that in mind when you're sticking them down. Okay, so that's what we're going to be making. Right, so grab yourself a strip of paper. I'm going to start with this one here, and we are quite simply going to do a bit of a tri-fold. So bring this sheet of paper over to this point here. What point is that, Rachel, you say? Well, it's halfway. It's just over halfway, we'll say, okay? Just over halfway. And then we're going to bring this one there in, not all the way across this side, okay? So you need to leave a gap there. It's entirely up to you how big your gap is, but the purpose of this gap is this here. So basically, how much of the top of whatever's sticking out of there do you want to see? So I brought this one over a little bit further than I brought that one over, if you see, look. But it gives me the opportunity then to show a bit of the image on that one, whereas the tag here is obviously secured quite deep into the pocket. Also, depending on how big the item is that you're going to want to store inside of this. So let's leave, what's that, an inch there, isn't it, I would say, using my thumb as my meter. There we go. Right, so that's our folds done. So the next thing we're going to do now is form the triangles. Now again, this is completely dependent on how deep you want the V at the front, what you're going to be stuffing inside. If you're going to be putting quite a few things in, I suggest that you leave quite a considerable, depth. But I'm simply going to fold mine. Make sure you don't go past that fold line there, okay? So that's your kind of beginning line there. And I'm going to just simply take that down in that direction there. Again, checking I'm happy with that. Right, now, so for me to come across this side now, one thing you need to bear in mind with this side is, dependent on how deep you need your pocket here to be, make sure you don't take your fold any deeper than that. So this one here is quite shallow, so that's why I was only able to put a tiny piece of ephemera into the front, because I'd folded my pocket quite deeply there, look. So I only left a little bit on the front, whereas this one here, I left it quite a bit higher. It was quite a shallow pocket, if that makes sense. If you look at the V at the front, look, it's not as deep. If you think about the V line of a jumper, it's like a neckline, isn't it? So again, you may want to do a little mark or something just to kind of give yourself a guide. If you have a tag to hand and you're going to want to put a tag in there, maybe just pop it in just to give yourself an idea, and then you can just perhaps do a little mark there like that then. Nothing terribly, obvious, mainly because you'll be turning it over. Might be a good idea then to just mark on the other side. There we are. Right, now, remember now, no deeper than the, whatever that bit there is called. It's called a fold line. Right, make sure you can see what I'm doing here now. And then I can see my mark is by there. So I'm going to just pinch there. And then we're going to feed that back. Now, got two options what you can do now with these triangles. You can either slice them off and then use them as pockets on the front. So taking the triangle off there and then placing it there as a pocket, or you can glue them down. Now, if I was using double-sided paper that had an alternate pattern on it, so for example, a cardstock, that would probably be beneficial for me to do because it would be nice to have the contrast, flipping it over and having the contrasting colour then on the front. But because I'm not, and I've got white, I don't really see the point in me doing that with this because I'm just going to have that sitting on top of an already nice pattern. So in this case, I'm going to just glue that down out the way so nothing's getting caught on it as it goes in and out of the pockets, okay? There we go, and it'll just also reinforce the inside of the mouth of the pocket where you're pulling things in and out. And if you are going to cut them off, I don't suggest you fold them. I suggest you just mark it and then cut it with your guillotine or your scissors, because if you fold them, you get this, take that off my wrist, you get this funny like ridge. Have you ever noticed that, where you're folding paper and then you kind of cut it and then you get left with like a bump? So you really don't want that left on the top, because if you're sliding things in and out of a pocket, that's going to get in the way, isn't it? Okay, so our pocket is taking shape. The next thing we're going to do now is just to cut a little semicircle into the front of the pocket. Just making sure I'm centering, nothing over the top. There we are, very nice. And I'm just going to ink, for the sake of you being able to see, just very carefully, just around these edges, just to kind of give it a little bit of a pop, so you can see where the pockets are lying. And it'll give it a nice little bit of definition then as well. So that is basically your pocket formation. There's nothing complicated about it at all. Lots of fun, and I think we should be able to mass make quite a few of these. So like I say, I would sit with your strips, have a few there together at a time, and then just go for it, go mad, get them all done. And the good thing as well is if you do them in different, using different paper strips and different leftovers, then you've got them then ready for other projects, and even different projects. So gluing, how do we put it together? Well, simply take your glue, apply a small amount across the bottom line here, and then fold that in. And then this side, hold that across there. And then this corner here, I would simply just put a little glob up right up by there. Don't pop any glue down by there, because you're going to end up with it in the way when you're popping your tag in it. So bear in mind, like I said, the width, you don't want any glue in that area there. All right, so I've just stuck that at the top there. It's like putting a little pin in the top of your blouse. Give that a minute or two to dry, and then we'll look at decorating it. So while that's drying, let's go on and do a couple more just to reinforce, and not only that, but to show the different places in which we can fold. So perhaps I'll make this one a little bit narrower here, because you know, you can make them be, you know, have the variations all depending on how and where you fold them. If your paper's too big, you know, cut a bit off, what have you. Do it to suit you and your projects, whatever you've got on your desk. So actually, maybe this time we'll do it the other way. Just, why not? Let's go mad. Let's just mix it up a bit, isn't it? Let's pinch that down there at that corner. Bring that down. There we go. So that's that side. And then this side, again, making sure I can get a little tag in there. And then just simply take that corner there, look for my mark, there it is. There we are. And then bring that up there like that. And there we have it. So again, just go round. Oh, don't forget to do your little divot. There's my circle cut. There we go. Alrighty ho. A little bit of ink, because it's quite tricky otherwise to kind of you know, you want it to stand out, don't you? I think everything always looks better when you've got edges on, you know, laying paper on paper. It's always better when there's a little bit of ink on there. And like I say, you can glue down those inner panels if you like, just to make it easier for things going in and out of the pocket. And I think it just makes the whole thing a little bit more solid. But I mean, gosh, talk about an easy pocket. How quick and easy is that to make? And it's quite substantial as well. It holds quite a lot. It's a nice little pocket to use to stuff a bit of happy mail. So if you want to send somebody a card and pop something in there and, you know, put a few little bits of ephemera in or a tag or something, I think it's perfect for that. There we go. Let me just ink the top there now. Sorry for scratching. And then a bit of ink across there. Not ink, this is glue. What are you talking about, woman? Honestly. Got ink on the brain, haven't I? Right, glue there. And then glue there. And then a little bit of glue away there, just to hold the jacket shut. Right, leave that dry a minute. Let's try and do it with a book page. It's actually music page I've got here. So, and it's quite an old piece, but I think this will look quite good. So let's bring the fold over. And then bring this one over here. Let's take it back a bit. Have that pocket quite deep there then. There we are. And then we're going to fold. I might fold these down actually because they're quite raggedy, these edges, aren't they? So perhaps we'll turn it up this way instead. And then we'll fold that in there, like so. So that looks like that, very nice. And then this one here, let's have a look at that tag again. Get my width, just so I know what I'm aiming for. And then we'll take it there to there. Very nice. Okay, definitely going to have to ink this. And then I will stick those bits down. So let me just quickly do that a second. And then the edge. And then around this edge. It's like, I find when you're inking, especially old papers like this, as you put the ink on, it's like they come to life, isn't it? Oh. Careful, Rachel. Or you'll be the death of this one. Oh, golly. Right, little divot. And then across the bottom. There we go. Okay, that's our inking done. Let's glue this last pocket down and then I will show you how I'm going to just quickly embellish mine up. Just so that they look fabulous. Oh, let's stick that pocket down. Across there. Keep the line straight, Rachel. There we go. And then there. Job done. Very nice. Okay. Right. Let's put that away a minute. You all get over there out my way, please. Let's have a little look-see now at these. Let that dry a minute. Pop that there a minute. Okay, dokie. So we're looking at, we don't have to put a tag in there. We can always pop in something like a piece of ephemera like that in there. If you don't want to have a tag going in. And all depending on where you stick, you could always have your pocket as well on the side like that. So as long as you make it like a kind of tuck shape, what and how you use that, what direction you go in, that's entirely up to you then. So, you know, if you want to stuff the back of them then with tags and bits and pieces of ephemera. What else have I got by the side of me here? They take quite a lot, these pockets, to be fair. They really will. I wonder if I can get that big one in there. Is that going inside? Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah, they do. It's even taken those huge, large flashcards. So there we go. That's a really sizable pocket there. But let's do some little bits on the front here now, shall we? So what have I got? Well, I was going to make a little pocket to go on the front. I've got a couple of pieces of ephemera that I can use to do that. So I'll use one of those perhaps to make an additional pocket. Maybe not that one. Or maybe that one. That is so cute. Right, let's pop those two down then. Open it. Yes, I think it has, hasn't it? Marvellous. And then we're just going to glue this on either side. 1, 2. Pop that down there. Now, I'm sure these pockets would look amazing with a lovely stitch. If you're going to stitch, my advice would be I would stitch this while it's still open. And then you can get a nice detailed stitch then down that side. And it's not going to take out any space out of the inside of your pocket. Because if I stitch them the size of these now that they're together, I'm going to lose, you know, 0.5 centimetre either side of my pocket, aren't I? So I would stitch that front flap and perhaps that one there before you stick it together, and then stitch across the bottom maybe. I don't know, just a suggestion. It all depends on how big your scrap of paper is that you're using. But yeah, just a thought. Sometimes it's knowing if we're going to stitch something. It's handy to know beforehand, isn't it? Because you can kind of plan accordingly then. Should we pop a little... Oh, I know what I want. Where's my... Let's put a little bit of lace on there, I think. Gotta have a bit of lace. Gotta have a bit of lace. It's Peter, for goodness sake. Come on. Let's dress it up a bit. All right. Pop it that way, maybe. And then pop him on the top there. There we go. That'll be lovely. Right. And again, if you want to make your little clusters and then you can stitch those before you stick them on, again, that's another good way of adding your stitching to whatever you're working on without actually stitching the actual item. What else have I got here? Do you know what? I find that they don't like sticking on top of the lace. I don't know what it is. Perhaps I'm not holding it down long enough. I think these are super, super cute. What have I got here? Some little letters and a postcard. I'm going to just pop them, maybe like that on the end, just to kind of, you know, just add interest, as they say. Oh, because we don't want everything to look too uniform, do we? No. There we go. So I hope you're enjoying. I knew I'd put that upside down. I couldn't see it till I put it down. Oh, I need to start wearing my reading glasses more. There we go. I hope you're enjoying the 100 Days projects, because I've been having a lot of fun with them. It's great, like I said, seeing all your pictures and everything going up in the Facebook group. So if you have just tuned in, you're new to the project, I'm doing 100 days of crafting, simple, easy projects. They'll be simple little videos. I will hopefully post most days, although I did have Friday off, just gone, for some well-being time, which I am not going to feel bad about. And I will just catch up as we go along. But basically, we've also got a Facebook group, Junk Journal Trading Post. Link is in the description box below if you're not already in the group. And there's an event going on in there. Everybody's posting their makes and whatever they've done alongside us with the project. And you're more than welcome to come and join in the fun if you're not already in there. But yeah, so, and there'll be some prizes, and as we go along the way there's some prizes. So yeah, lots of things going on in there as well. Very busy at the minute. We've also still got a couple of spaces free on our retreat. So if you are interested, can you get in touch with me? My email address is in the description box below. If you need any details, just drop me a line. Also, this week as well, I will be releasing details on our autumn retreat, which will be on a weekend, because I know quite a few of you have messaged me and said, oh, if it was only on a weekend, I could have done it. Well, we are holding a weekend one in the autumn. It'll be a different venue. But again, if you're interested in that, if you want to drop me a line, because I'm going to be starting a kind of subgroup for that, for people who are interested, because I'm going to then put a couple of dates out and then find out which ones suit everybody best, and then we'll take it from there then. But I will be getting that arranged and booked up this week. So if you are interested, again, just drop me a line and I will invite you into this group that I will make, just because it's far easier to have a single conversation with one group of people in one little place. Once you've had the conversation, if you're not interested, you can leave, that's fine then, but it's just easier than flooding other group pages, you know, when things that don't interest everybody, do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's kind of what we're going to be doing. But yeah, lots and lots of exciting things going on. So don't miss the videos and stuff, you know, keep coming back, because I'll be giving you more and more information as time goes on. Oh my gosh, I just love these. These little stamps are just super cute. Let's pop a flashcard in as well. Let's go mad. Should we really stuff the pocket? Oh, yes, absolutely. Should I put a bit of blue in there as well? Why not? Let's go mad. There we go. Right, what about this one? Oh, I can't put that in there. It's definitely the wrong colour. So let's pop that there. Make sure no one doesn't get stuck on the glue. Oh, it's the same one. It's the same one, Rachel. Right, now I cut these. These are the big stamps that I put in the kit, and I've actually made them into tickets. I've just literally ticked the edge off with the this thing. Just why not? Why not, indeed. I love those flowers there. I'm really pleased with these. I think they look really, really cute. Oh, this one here. Let's have a quick look at this one, shall we? What should we put on here? Golly, Rachel, I haven't left much stuff. Right, well, we'll put that little picture in there. Maybe we'll put it like that, being as it fits. And then let's make a little cluster thing to go on the front here. Just ink that up a minute. Otherwise you're not going to be able to see. Oh, these little scrappy bits of paper. People must think we're mad. Oh, I think the wrong side there now, Rachel. All this stuff normally would go in the bin, and we're like, no, it's Edith Holland, don't throw that in the bin. Definitely not, no matter how small of it a script is. There we go. Let's pop that there. I'm just going to do a cluster on this one, I think. Pop that one on there. And then, excuse me, which one should we use? Should we put these two on here then? Like that, or should we put them up there like that? Well, that might be quite nice. And then maybe something along across the bottom, just to anchor them down. Otherwise they look like they're floating in there, don't they? But I don't want to cover that over as well. Perhaps like that, maybe. I can still kind of see that they're there. How about like that? No, it's not working for me, Rach. It's not working. Sorry. Let me ink that a minute. Isn't it funny how sometimes it just doesn't work? It just doesn't work. And you're like, it's just some bits of paper. Yep, but it just doesn't work. I should have put that down lower. Right, if I put that there like that. Okay. Now I've got an anchor in place. Just tuck it under there. Be sort of floating off the paper otherwise. And then I can maybe just put the one in the centre of it, even though I just know that's covering up more media hole, and that's kind of defeating the point, Rachel. Ooh, this was meant to be the easy one. What about that, like that? Oh, now that works. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Oh, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to make a little pocket. I am. No, it's got to be that one. Bring it back. I'm going to make it into a little pocket, and then I'm going to tuck the other one inside of it. Hopefully this will work. Just a little bit of glue. That's all we need. Right. Sorry, I'm whispering. There we go. So that looks okay there now. And then I need some tags in here now, don't I? Could have done with some bigger tags really, but I haven't finished cutting them all out. So these will have to do. Them in there. And then, oh, I'm going to spray it as well, I think. just to add a bit of interest. Why not? Come on. Sorry, I have to go down to my bin when I spray, otherwise it'll go over my desk and it'll make a mess. So that's where I went then. Right, let that dry. And then I'm thinking I can tuck those then, look. There. How cute do they look in there? And now I can still see my bit of braille. Got a cute picture here. Got a little bit of Edith Holden, and I've managed to put my little stamps in there as well. What do we think? Okay, let's move all this out of the way. We'll bring you in. We'll bring you in. There are heaps of things you could do with these guys. I could sit here titivating them all day long. You know, you can get your words out. I haven't finished cutting mine out yet. You could have lace running down the sides and across the bottom. Ooh, now that might be nice. This is probably a bit big, but imagine it with a nice little skirt on the bottom. Should we just trim that down a minute? Give that a try. Why not? I think that would be rather pretty. Ooh, look at that. Yes, yes, yes. Let's do that, because I was looking a bit boring. Right. Okay. Is that the right way around? No, I think that is. Right, bit of glue on the bottom. Gosh, guys, you thought it was all over then, didn't you? It nearly was. Nearly was. My youngest and I have been having a Doctor Who marathon this weekend. It's been rather fun. Had the halves away watching his Only Fools and Horses at the convention. So Dan and I have had the house to ourselves. It's been lovely and quiet. Not that he makes any noise, but you know what I mean. And we just chilled. I still managed to do that back to front. Gordon Bennett. We just chilled. Popped up to visit Mum and Dad earlier. And then came back, lit the fire, fed the dogs. And sat and watched Doctor Who all evening, which was lovely. Because I'm a little bit behind. I missed the Peter Capaldi years, you see. I was a huge David Tennant fan, and then a huge Matt Smith fan. But Peter Capaldi came, and I was a bit like, meh, I'm not sure about this. So me and my eldest switched off then. But of course now my little ones, oh, I see, I gotta stop calling him my little one. He's about 5'10". My youngest, then when he got into it recently, then I was like, oh, and he's so enthusiastic, and I'm like, hang on, I feel like I'm missing out on something here. So I have been playing catch up the last couple of weeks. It's been fun. There we go. So I haven't done any crafting this weekend, but lots of chill time. Right, I'm going to bring you in a minute, guys. Hold tight. Hey, there we are. I hope that wasn't too disturbing for you. There we go. So, what do we think? Aren't they cute? So that's your mission for today. Go and make yourself some cute little stuffed pockets, and I want to see them stuffed like this too, but with a pocket on the front. Doesn't matter how you do it, find a way to make a little pocket on the side, and then a big pocket in the back. Okay, I don't know what we'll call them. You'll find out when the title of the video goes up. By the time I get downstairs and upload, something will come to mind. But yeah, don't forget, inspired by the idea by Julie at Camellia Crafts. So please do go and give her your support. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I have had real fun making these. I've got myself now 5 lovely little pockets to go and put into my Beatrix Potter journal. Have a great night, guys, and I will be back with you tomorrow, I hope. See you all very soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.